Alright, so PLC is downloaded. We are ready to start trying this out. So whenever we do startup of a machine, very first thing we need to do is to try to establish our safety. So we always want to make sure that if something were to go wrong, we have a way to shut everything off. That is very, very important. Okay, so we need to make sure the very first thing we're going to verify is, does our safety system work? So let's go through and try to verify our safety logic before we do anything else. So our simulation here is up and running. So let's watch our safety devices and see if we can get safety devices to work. So let's start checking out our e-stops. Right now, e-stop devices, channel A and channel B. I'm going to push one of these. Oh, I need this. Safety signals. Routine to run. So I need to add JSR. So I have no JSRs right now in my logic over here. I'm just going to add these in as I need them. So the first one I'm going to add is going to be for the safety signal stuff. I'm also going to add in my I'll add in the one for modes as well. So that just gives me my mode. That doesn't cause any motion. Basically, I don't want to bring on any motion logic until I am definitely sure that I have control over my safety system first. And then once I do, I'll bring the motion logic in one routine at a time, just in case something goes crazy and something makes something move that I'm not expecting. I'm only bringing on one piece at a time. So try this again here. So this is going to be e-stops. What's this? Downloads. Alright, so e-stops. Let's see if that's running now. Those are not at the right booleans. That should be 11, or sorry, 12 and 13. So what is going on here? Let's go see why these tags are not correct. So this is why we want to make sure that we have control over our system before we do anything, because stuff just might not be correct. So I can't change aliases online. Go back online here. That might just be the wrong tag that I'm using. It's going very slow here. This might be a different, this might be eStop 1 PB that's supposed to be instead. See if that comes up as, yes, that's it there. Okay, so I was using the wrong button. So that was bad programming. That's why we need to make sure. Okay. I had some tags left over there that I copied in, and they were wrong. So make those changes. And we'll keep on moving on here. Alright, so let's check out our e-stops. So, e-stop. So that's e-stop 2. You can see right there. We went from 1s to 0s. E-stop 1 should be this one. That goes from 0s to 1s. So let's see if we can reset these. Resetting should be this button here. Alright, so I can reset that. So that's reset. That's reset. I hit that. That goes off. Pull it back out and reset. Same thing there. And I reset, so I have control over that e-stop. Let's look at the gate. Safety gate is currently reset. If I grab this gate and open it, that goes off. I close the gate, push the reset button. That's good. Now I look at my zone logic. Opening that, drops out safety zones, reset, e-stop, drops out all safety zones, reset, and this e-stop as well, drops out all my safety zones and reset. And that should run my contactors as well, so this should drop both contactors there. And that seems to work. Okay, so I have now validated my safety system. So it looks like I have control over the safety system. So if I push an e-stop, the machine's going to stop. I think I have confidence in saying that. Alright, so let's add in some more stuff here. So my mode logic. I'm going to go back to my main routine. And I'm going to block this mode logic out here. Let's just delete that for now. So if I delete, so if I'm not scanning a routine, that means I can just toggle the outputs in it, which is very convenient for startup. So let's watch how that works. So now if I go to my modes, I should just be able to toggle output devices here and see them work. And same with the input devices, I should be able to see those work as well. So right now I should be able to see auto mode. That's good for giving me auto mode. That's auto. That's manual. That looks right. Stack light green. I'm going to toggle this, just Control T. That gives me the green stack light. That's good. Yellow stack light is on right now. I have control over that. That's good. Cycle running light. That's that one there. I have that. Cycle stop light. I have that. Home position light. That's that one. So I'm basically doing an I/O check right now. Lamp test light. That's that one. So I'm testing all of these lights right now. Those are all good. What else can I check on here? How about my faults? I got fault reset light. That is just over here. That's this light here. That's good. How about my elevator lights? So load and unload of the elevator. So for elevator loaded, that's this one here. Elevator unloaded must be on right now. That's that one there. Roller stop, raise and lower. Lower stop, lower. Good. Lower stop, raise. Good. And the elevator itself. This is basically what you would do on a real machine startup. Go through, here you're verifying are the devices wired correctly, and does my logic control the devices I think it's controlling. So those are all good. And my conveyors. Conveyors are off. Conveyors are on. That is all my lights. Last thing we have on here, let's look at that elevator position. That's a display down at the bottom here. This one here, let's put in 1.23. Just key that into there, I get 1.23 coming up. So that display is correct. Alright, so everything seems to check out okay. So let's try actually making some motions happen. Let's try our conveyor motors. This one should be, we think this is the first conveyor here. That looks pretty good. This one should be conveyor up on level 2. This is where you have somebody that's up on level 2 and you're yelling at them, or on a radio or something, saying, is it on, is it on? So that's good. Conveyor 3. That one appears to be running as well. Alright, how about the load and unload? Let's watch in here. we think that the load motion is going to be running this conveyor forward. Interesting. So I'm shutting that off, and it's doing that. Huh. So that does not work like we think it works. So I turn that off to make that run, and then that's running the opposite direction. So that we need to investigate. How does that work? Let's make the roller stop go. The roller stop is down right now. Let's turn this on. Roller stop comes up. That looks good. And, now let's put some numbers in here for the elevator. So right now, it is at 0 right now. That is at the absolute bottom. This is our command register here. Let's try putting some numbers in there. Let's put in 5. So 5 puts us right there. Let's figure out where that needs to be level. Let's try 4.5. That's too low. That's too high. .65. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I'd say 4.65 is pretty level. So let's make that position 4.65. So when we go to the, let's call this the green position. Let's say we're going to move a value of 4.65. For that. Let's go up to the top. That's 9. Here's 9.2. 9.3. 9.25. 9.275. 9.28. 9.29. Let's call that 9.29. 9.29 will be our position that we target for on that. Okay. So that should be calibrated. Okay, let's figure out That's almost it for outputs. Let's try to go down to the bottom. Okay, what's our next step here? So we know all our outputs are good with the... Let's figure out how that conveyor works. Let's move this down to 0. Hard to figure out how this conveyor is supposed to work. So we have elevator plus and elevator minus. Outputs 5 and 6. So those are both on right now. So we'll out 5 and 6. Maybe it's a problem because we have one of them on that shouldn't be on right now. Let's watch this again here. Alright, that seems to be going the right way now. Okay, so we were trying to run it backwards before for no reason. Okay, so that looks okay now. Alright, so all of our outputs seem to be good. So let's put in our JSRs and try to move this thing. We're not going to enable the faults. We'll try to move this off the push button to see what happens. So we basically verified all of our output signals are correct. Our lights are okay. We'll verify the push buttons by just pushing them. Might not be the smartest way to do it, but that's what we're going to do. We could also watch in the logic. That might be a smarter way to do it. Maybe we'll go through that exercise. Alright, before we enable that stuff, let's go through our push buttons here. Alright, so over in eStops, this fault reset should come on here. Okay, that's good. Conveyor. Run push button. Yep, that's good. Elevator load. Load. Unload. Good. Roller stop. Lower. Good. Raise. Good. Elevator raise and lower. Home. Good. Up. Good. Home return. Good. Let's make sure our home return is in the right spot everywhere. Roller stop. Home is up. So that should be here. And elevator load, unload. Unload should be the home position. So that is good there. Alright, so we are going to assemble So we are assembling, and let's try to move things off the buttons. So we're in manual mode. Let's try running the conveyors. Okay, that works. Gotta get rid of this that remover there. I put in that there when I was testing. Okay, so we can move that pallet down to there. This should be the, where's the roller stop? Roller stop at the bottom there. Roller stop return. bad machine build there. It doesn't line up.